Hello everyone, this is Mr. Underkoffler, and today we're going to do a small, short, little mini lesson on profit. So what is profit? This is something I used to assume that students in 7th grade already understood, but I've learned they actually don't. So let me explain to you what profit means. Follow along with me. Profit is the amount of money you actually earn from selling something after you subtract away the cost to make or create it. So you can kind of make a formula for this. Profit is equal to the selling price that you would decide to sell something at minus the cost of actually making whatever in the world you're making that you're going to decide to sell. So let's come up with a simple example. Take a look at this. It says, let's say you're going to create a t-shirt with a logo or design that you think people will want to buy. You go to a t-shirt ink printing shop and are given the following prices. They tell you, follow along with me, that the cost of the actual t-shirt is $4. But remember, you want to put a logo or design on it. So the cost for printing the ink on the t-shirt, let's say it's $1. Okay, so what's the total cost to create your t-shirt? I think we all know what to do here. $4 plus $1 would mean the total cost of creating your t-shirt is $5. Now, does that mean you're going to sell it for $5? Well, if you want to make a profit, then you need to sell it for more than $5. So, follow along with me here. Problem number one, if you decide to make each t-shirt selling price $8, then how much profit will you make on each t-shirt? Again, what is profit? Profit is the amount of money that you actually earn after you subtract away the cost of what it took to make your item. So it's the selling price minus the cost of making it. So we already know the total cost of making our t-shirt is $5. We got that from that little chart there, that little box. So if we're going to sell it for $8, then the selling price minus the cost of making it, 8 minus 5, would give us the amount of profit that we have left over, which would be $3. Okay, would you please do number 2 and number 3 on your own? Hit pause on the video, do number 2 and 3 on your own, then hit play when you're ready to see how you did. All right, number 2, if you decide to make each t-shirt selling price $15, how much profit will you make? All right, so again, selling price minus cost of making it is going to give you the profit. So $15 minus $5, which was the cost of making it, gives you a profit left over of $10. Problem number 3, if you decide to make each t-shirt selling price $5, how much profit will you make? Well, this is kind of interesting. The cost of making it was already $5. So if you sell it for $5, you're getting $0 profit. Some people would call this no profit. Other people in business would call this breaking even, which is obviously not going to be a great thing in business if you're trying to actually make money. So this would be $0 profit. Now, think about it. If you would sell your t-shirt for less money than it costs to make it, then you're going to lose money, which would be a horrible business model. Now, 4 and 5 are very different. Look carefully at what has changed. Number 4, if you want to make a profit of $6 on each t-shirt you sell, what should be your selling price? Here, I switched it up on you. This time, I give you the profit that you are hoping to make. And this time it's asking, well, what should be your selling price? So this is going to be totally opposite of what we were doing before. Before, we were given the selling price, and then we would subtract away the cost of making the t-shirt to find our profit. But now it's backwards. Now we know what the profit's supposed to be. But what's our selling price going to be? Have you figured out what you're going to do in number 4? You're going to do the opposite thing. you're going to take the profit that you're hoping to get, you're going to add it by the cost of creating your t-shirt, and that's going to give you your selling price. You're like, well, why, Mr. Underkoffler? Well, if I now use the formula I gave you before at the very top of the page, selling price minus the cost of making it is what will give you your profit. Well, the selling price we just figured out is $11. If I take $11 minus the cost of making my t-shirt, do I get the profit of $6 that I was hoping to get? Well, of course I would. So that's kind of a way of checking to see that you actually get what you're supposed to get. Yes, it is, which proves $11 would have to be your selling price. Now, do you have to show this checking your step work? No, you don't necessarily have to. The work that I showed originally on the left was sufficient to get my selling price. But I just wanted to prove to you why it worked. Okay, so with that in mind, would you please do number 5 on your own? Hit pause on the video, do number 5. Okay, let's see how you did. Number 5, they say you want to make a profit of $12. So what would be your selling price? So again, we're still using the same thing that we already had, $5 to make our t-shirt. So if we want a profit of $12, then 12 plus 5 means we would have to sell this t-shirt for $17. So that way, when we take away the $5 that it would cost to make it, then we would end up with a profit of $12. There you go. That's number 5. So why are we doing this? Well, because you're sometime in the near future going to do a performance task that is going to use the idea of profit. Actually, I'll be honest with you. You're going to do another performance task in another unit that's going to involve profit. So instead of me assuming that you know what profit is all about, I wanted to make sure I made this video to help you out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.